Hello guys, my name is Ezza and welcome back to my channel. I apologize for if you can't really hear my voice because it's raining super heavily outside. And also, look at my eyeliner. I'm trying to do graphic eyeliner. I bought the eyeliners off of Shopee. I don't know if you can see it. I don't think I have the correct brush because it's doesn't really look nice if you see it in real life, but in camera it looks okay. So at least I think it looks okay. Do tell me if it looks bad though. I don't mind the one on my eyelashes. I was too lazy to take that one off, but yeah. Okay, so today's video is really simple. It's just going to be my wrap-up video from July to October. And the reason why I stack it all up in one video is because I don't read a lot, at least not anymore. So there's no point of me doing like monthly wrap-up videos when literally all I've been reading is just one book. So let's continue and moving on to the video. In July, I read 3 books. And the 3 books is The Heart Goes Last by Margaret Atwood. This one, I think I gave it a 3 out of 5. And the reason why I gave it a 3 out of 5 is because I didn't get it. I did not get the story. I thought there was maybe like, because Margaret Atwood is famous for The Handmaid's Tale, right? And I thought that the book is going to talk about serious stuff, right? So I was preparing to be intelligent, like turn on my IQ for this book. But then after I read it, I'm like, I don't get it. What is the book trying to tell me, basically? I was just confused the whole time. I kept reading it, and I was just still confused. I don't know what the themes was, and then next thing you know, the book was over. Hence why 3 out of 5. I don't know if it was me, or if it was the book. Okay, so the second book that I read in July is Do You Want to Start a Scandal by Tessa Dare. This one, I can't remember if I gave it a 3 out of 5 or a 4 out of 5. But I know I did not give it a 5 out of 5 because I did not really enjoy the book. And the reason why I didn't enjoy the book so much is because of the plot. The plot was just so, you know? It's like the ending of the plot was so stupid. And then the reason why it's so stupid because, okay, this is the plot basically. These two meet, right? I forgot their names. Let's just call them Ben and Mary. So Ben and Mary, Ben is a spy. Mary is this young, you know, typical historical romance heroine. And then they get stuck together in a room and then they have to get married. She doesn't want to get married because she wants to be free. And Ben, I don't know why, he insta-love with her. And then, but the main point of why Ben was at this party is because Ben, who is a spy, is tasked by the government to check up on this dude, right? They want to see if he will be a good fit to be the ambassador for the UK to overseas. I think Australia or whatever, but basically overseas. So they want to check him out, see if he's good or not. And then the reason why he is on the suspicious list is because he keeps having small amounts of money gone missing, right? But they don't know where does that money go. So they think like he has some gambling addictions or whatever shit. And then towards the end, we realize that the reason why these small amounts of money is because this dude and his wife have a role-playing kink, basically. And that's the whole mystery of it. And the reason why these two get caught is because the host of the party, which is the dude who is going to be the ambassador, is kind of like having sex in the drawing room, or is it a library? I think a library. And then Chunjua, Ben and Mary are at the same place, so they think it's them, but actually it's not them. It's the host of the house having the party, who's having sex in his library while there's a party going on. And the thing is, I was just thinking while talking about this, right? Like, all this misunderstanding could have just been over with if the host just said like, hey, it was me that you guys, you know, heard in the library having sex. Embarrassing, but people might have gotten it. So why do you have to smear the reputation of Mary, who already has a bad reputation from her mother? Her mother keeps like pushing her to get married. It's getting desperate. So yeah, Mary gets the brunt of it, basically. And I'm just like, that's just stupid. And another reason why I didn't like this book so much is because Ben, who's supposed to be a spy, is supposed to be smart, right? And he does some stupid things in this book, which I don't agree. I mean, like, how can you do such stupid shit if you're a spy? People hire spies because they're smart, right? Smart, resourceful, and they can do spy stuff. But Ben, he can't do spy stuff. I feel like he's stupid. Okay, next book. The last book that I read in July is 10 Things I Hate About the Duke by Loretta Chase. I gave this book a 5 out of 5. And not because it is inspired by my favorite movie, 10 Things I Hate About You. Okay? But, yeah. Okay, so this book, super great, super fun. I really like the banter between the two protagonists. Forgot their name, but loving the banter. I really like how the plot goes on. But then again, you know, what do you call it? Friends to lovers trope is my jam. Hence why 5 out of 5. I'm not really making much sense in this wrap up, but can you blame me? These books were like months ago and I can not remember them. Okay. I mean, like, I do remember them, but, you know, trying to say exactly why I remember them bit by bit in detail, you're gonna lose me. Okay, in August, I only read one book, and the book that I read is Magnus Chase and the Gods of Asgard by Riordan. I gave this book a 3 out of 5, and I remember I gave this book a 3 out of 5 because, like all new Riordan books, I don't enjoy them as much. I don't know why I don't enjoy them as much as I do Percy Jackson. I was about to say Peter Jackson, but that's the director, so Percy Jackson. But the main thing that I can remember about Magnus Chase is that the book, it felt juvenile to me because it doesn't have stakes. The book doesn't have any stakes whatsoever. Like, I know that Magnus Chase is going to be completely fine. Nothing is going to happen to him. He's not going to lose anybody. He's not going to lose anything. So when you read a book that doesn't have stakes, you're going to be bored. Hence why I was bored reading it. I mean, it's great for kids. Don't get me wrong. I am 28, so reading a book that's, you know, young adult. But that's the thing, though. It's young adult. It can handle some, you know, tough subjects. If it was middle grade, I can give it more of a leeway. But this is young adult because, what do you call it? Magnus is 16 in the book, so I was just confused why. But yeah, no stakes. Very juvenile. Main point for this book. Okay, in September, I don't know why I keep saying okay. In September, I read 2 books, and the first book that I finished is Everything I Never Told You by Celeste Ng. I gave this book a 5 out of 5, and the reason why I gave this book a complete 5 out of 5 is because it really resonated with me. I really felt the topics and the themes talked about or written about in this book. Don't read it if you're not in a good mood, like you're sad or depressed or something. Don't read it, because I feel like this book is a pretty heavy read emotionally wise, because it's just sad, basically. It's just really sad reading about Lydia and her life and how she was pressured to be this perfect girl by her mom, right? And she can't even tell her mom that she's under this amount of pressure because she doesn't want her mom to be disappointed and she doesn't want her mom to run away again, which her mom did run away again when she was younger. Hence why Lydia feels like she has to do everything her mom says, like yes to everything her mom says, because she does not want to lose her mom again. Now, talking about Lydia's mom, forgot her name by the way, she's such a bitch. She is so selfish. Like, she got pregnant with Lydia while she was studying in university, right? So she dropped out thinking like, okay, I'm gonna get back to it whenever I get the time to. And by the time like she realizes like, hey, I haven't continued my studies, she already has 2 kids and a third on the way. She starts to have like midlife crisis. So she leaves her family, literally just ghosts her family, and goes back to university thinking like, you know what, I'm going to finish my studies, I'm going to do this shit, and then I'm going to come back. She went to go to her studies. She didn't know yet she was pregnant, right? So she ghosted her family for months on end. She didn't tell them, she didn't call them, she didn't say shit to them, right? So like the husband thinks like, what the fuck's going on? Like, what am I supposed to do? Like the kids are freaking out because their mom just up and left, right? That has to be extremely traumatizing. And then to make matters worse, I thought to myself like, okay, I'm just gonna give leeway. Maybe back in the 60s or 50s, like women who are pregnant can't continue university. I wish she had talked shit through with her husband, like sit him down and be like, hey, I want to continue my studies, could you back me up, you know? Like, give him an ultimatum if he doesn't want to cooperate. Be like, okay, either you let me go to do my studies or I'm gonna leave you, right? Give him an ultimatum. Anyways, she was about to go and sit for her exam when she passed out, and she obviously goes to the hospital, and that's when the doctors tell her that, hey, you're pregnant. And you know what she did? She left her studies. And I'm like, are you fucking kidding me? You ghosted your family, you up and left, traumatizing them for life, by the way, for life, to go to university to continue your studies. And now you're telling me that you up and left your studies because you found out you're pregnant. You do realize that there are 9 months to a pregnancy, right? You could just finish your exam, get your goddamn degree, and go back to being a housewife if you want to. Blows my mind how selfish the mother is. Whew, yeah, I was really pissed with the mom. Like, come on, man. You're supposed to be this scientist, this smart woman, but you're not making smart choices. Is it so hard to sit down to, like, and talk to your husband? Explain to him you're not happy or some shit, right? No. Her resort is just goes up and leave. Okay, and the next book that I read is Kapaltra di Dunia Episod 1 by Teme Abdullah. I'm not going to talk much about this book because I did do a rant review about it. Link is down below. I think I gave this book a 2 out of 5 if I'm not mistaken. Hated it. Moving on. In October, I finished 3 books. The first book is Bloody River Blues by Jefferey Deaver. I gave this a 3 out of 5. I think it's 3 out of 5. Either that or it's a 2 out of 5. But what I remember is I found this book boring. It's supposed to be a mystery novel, but I don't know where's the mystery, because it's basically a book about miscommunication. This dude, I can't remember his name, let's call him Ben again. Ben is a location scout, basically. He works as a location scout for this movie, right? And then he is a witness to a murder. At least he's not a witness to the murder, but he witnessed the people before the murder happened. So he becomes like a witness, right? But the thing is, he doesn't remember what he saw, or at least he doesn't remember the people in the car, right? But the thing is, the cops don't believe him. The cops don't believe him, the feds don't believe him, the mafia people don't believe him either. So it's just a whole book about miscommunication and like the people trying to get him to tell them like who is the guy in the car, tell us who did it, and the mafia is like, no, don't tell people, I don't want you to know. And we get Ben, who is just confused as fuck because he truly didn't remember seeing anybody in the car. He doesn't remember anything. He just remembers that somebody like pushed into him, made him drop his beer, and that's it. And I was just confused the whole book because I'm like, where's the mystery? This is not a mystery, fam. Okay, and the next 2 books that I read is Kapaltra di Dunia Episode 2 and 3 by Teme Abdullah. I have not done a book review for this. I'll do it soon. And the reason why is because just needed a breather, you know, to really think about it. But the gist of my review for book 2 of Kapaltra Here di Dunia is, I give it a 3 out of 5. It's not that bad actually. I quite enjoyed it. The pacing was nice. Characters, you all know I hate Arya, so that's a constant. He was fine in this book. Everything was fine basically. I did not hate it so much. I felt like it was a huge improvement from the first book. Third book wise, the first half of the book, I really enjoyed it. I really thought the book was going to be great. Pacing was good, far better than the first book. But then, towards the latter half of the book, it went to shit. The themes went to shit. The plot went to shit. Characters went to shit. The themes, oh, I already said the themes. And people said that, oh, it's supposed to be like an open ending. Bitch, where? It's more like a cliffhanger. Not an open ending, my god. Okay, I should contain my anger so I can do a rant review for said book with said anger. I thought that I wanted to do a rant, like I wanted to do a review without the rant because, you know, I've left it for quite a long time. I finished it earlier, like first week of October. So I thought that with a month in, I'm going to be chill, I'm going to be cool, I can just review it without me being ranty. But now that I'm talking about it, it reminds me of everything I hate about it, and I'm getting pissed. Okay, done with all the books that I've read from July to October, sorry. Now we're going to talk about the movies that I have watched in October. I only say specifically October because I can't remember the rest. So, let's start with movies. Number 1, I watched, okay, this is not a movie, but it's a movie length. So, I watched all of the Dave Chappelle Netflix special, and then I watched the newest one, which is The Closer. Loved it. 5 out of 5. Duh, it's Dave Chappelle. Must I say more? Next is, I watched Matrix 1 and 2. I have not finished Matrix 3, and the reason why I'm rewatching The Matrix is because Matrix 4 is going to be out, so I want to refresh my memory. And then we watch, me and Aoife watch The Exorcist, because we always do like a movie Sunday type of thing, and we like to watch horror. The reason why we like to watch horror, it's not that we're horror junkies, it's just that we haven't found a movie that scared us. Yeah. Okay, next is we watched Final Destination 1. Man, I forgot how creepy Final Destination was, or like the Final Destination franchise. I forgot how creepy it was. Then we watched Dendam Pontianak, I think. I can't remember the name. But it's the Fazura becoming a Pontianak, basically. Love that movie. It's so good. I definitely recommend. 5 out of 5. Please watch it. It is so good. So good. And the next movie, my favorite movie in October. This one, my god, 1,000 out of 10. Deserves all the stars. And the movie is Susuk. If you watch that movie, you're gonna be like, Ezza, it's so cringe. That's why it's good. It's campy. It's so funny. Like, I don't know if they made it on purpose to be campy or cringe, but I don't know. It's just, I feel like this book is the right amount of cringe to be campy. It's not too cringy, we're just kind of like, ew. But it's just the right amount that it becomes campy. And it's so good. The plot is amazing. I know that I say it's campy, but if you watch it and you watch the plot and you see what's happening and what's unfolding, the plot is actually really good. I really like the ending where it's finally revealed to us that the timeline is actually not linear. The timeline is 2 timelines. So when you're watching the movie, you're thinking, we're watching one timeline and it's 2 people. 2 people. But actually, it's only 1 person, but 2 timelines. So the ending completely bamboozled me. I was like, what the fuck? But yeah, really watch it because, my god, the monster is really good. I don't know why. I don't know why the monster was chickens. It's so funny. It's just so funny. There's one part in the movie where she becomes this chicken monster, and then she attacks some some stars, film stars and everything, to get their beauty and to be like forever young, and she goes rah, rah. It's so funny. Watch it. I recommend. 10 out of 10. Please watch it. It's so good. I still want to know why chickens though. There's so many chickens in the movie. Why chickens? Watch it though. It's so good. I will rewatch it again. Okay, series-wise, I don't know when I finished Jujutsu Kaisen, but I'm just gonna say it anyway. I finished Jujutsu Kaisen, loved it. I finished Squid Game, loved it. Duh. I mean, like, who doesn't like Squid Game? I finished Inside Job on Netflix, really like the ending. Man, the plot twist towards season 2's ending, my god. Plus, I really like Inside Job because the creators are also the creators from Gravity Falls, which is also one of my favorite cartoons. I finished You. Okay, talking about You. I did not like season 3. Like, the first 2 episodes, I liked it. Actually, the first episode, I liked it because I was like, oh my god, Love killed Natalie. Like, this is gonna, like, some shit's gonna be going down, right? But then, the more I watched it, the more I realized I don't really like this series. Not the series, but like the season. Because Love became kind of erratic and irrational. And that's not the Love that I liked from season 2. Because season 2, yes, she was erratic, but she was smart about it. But season 3, she just kills everybody. And next thing you know, she's hooking up with the teenage neighbor. And I'm like, alright. I guess. I don't know. And I don't understand why Joe is so in love with Marianne. Like, my god, she's such a boring character. Why can't you just be in love with Love? She's so much fun. She's so much more dynamic. She has more personality. But no, you gotta fall in love with the boring one. So annoying. But my favorite character from You is actually Sherry and Carrie. I'm surprised because I hated Sherry in the first episode. Like, the first few episodes, she really grates on your nerves. But towards the end, after I finished everything, finished the whole season, I'm like, she grew on me. She's really good. The actress is really good at playing Sherry. She's like so annoying. But then you realize that, you know what? Sherry's not that bad, actually. She knows she's a psychopath. And she admits it. And she's willing to be better. Better at being better, I guess. But yeah, Sherry and Carrie, my favorite characters. Super fun. What else? Oh, I've also been binging Criminal Minds. I'm actually at season, I think, 12 now. Yeah, I watch a lot of Criminal Minds on Disney Hotstar. I don't know, it's just fun. I don't know why it's fun. And it made me realize that when I still had Astro and I was watching Criminal Minds on TV, I have watched a lot of Criminal Minds because even now when I watch some episodes, I'm like, oh, I feel like I've watched this years ago. So I just need to keep up and watch like the newer ones, the newer seasons, because I think it's finished now. Like Criminal Minds, 15 years, 15 seasons, like, my god. Okay. Okay, in terms of life progress or life updates, I'm getting fatter. Yeah. My weight loss has not been good. Not been good. And I will tell you why it's not been good. Number 1, my car was in an accident twice. And twice of it, 2 times, was not my fault. The first time, this guy was reversing, right? Didn't see my car, hit the front of my car. Had to send my car to the workshop. Brought my car out on a Friday. On a Monday, it got hit again. You heard that right. It got hit again. This time, I parked my car and I went to go for dinner with my boyfriend, and then somebody decided to reverse the car and hit the back of my car. And so I had to send my car again to the workshop on Monday. I think it was Monday. It's either Monday or Tuesday. But yeah, there you go. And to make matters worse, during these times, my cat decided to get herself stuck on my neighbor's roof. Not once, but twice. And she has a reason for that, because I recently adopted a new cat and she doesn't like the new cat. So she decided to throw a tantrum and get herself stuck on the roof. The first time I saved her, technically it's my boyfriend, but I did go up once, okay? My neighbor's house is really tall. It scared the shit out of me. And then that cat, that stupid cat, had the audacity to escape from her prison because I kept her in a cage, because I was like, this ain't gonna happen again. Like, she managed to escape from her cage. She got herself stuck at the damn roof again. This time, I didn't give a shit. I was like, you know how to get up, you know how to get down. She was stuck there for like almost a week. Then I felt bad. I did call the bomba, although unfortunately, to be quite honest with you, the bomba didn't do shit. They just kept like saying, oh, it's raining now, can't do anything. Then the next day they came again, because I called again, and they just came and looked and scouted the place. I don't know why. I'm like, just get a damn ladder, man. Like, it's so hard. I did it. It was fine. But yeah, they scouted the place, they looked at it, they were like, yeah, we're gonna come back the next day. Call us again. And I'm like, yeah, never mind. I'm not gonna get this cat down. But yeah, eventually she managed to get down on her own, so that was good. Hence, that is it for my July to October wrap-up. I hope you enjoyed the video. Click like and subscribe if you want to. If you don't really care. And see you in the next video. Bye, guys.